morning, everybody. It is me and it's Yogi and it's Sunday. And we're so excited to be here. Can't you tell by the look on his face? Yogi, you look so excited. No. Stay on camera. Ready? We're going to stay on camera for a minute. Stay with me. It's Sunday. It's football Sunday. It's story time with Donna Vee. Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? Good morning. I'm so excited to be here. Yogi, he never, ever wants to be on camera. I am really thrilled. Today is September 28th. 7th? I'm so confused with what day it is. It's Sunday. It's September. It's a little cloudy and overcast. But I will tell you what. Cloudy and overcast is a perfect time to lay back in bed, pull up the covers, and listen to Storytime with Donna Vee. So this morning we are live right now on Facebook, on Periscope, and on YouTube. So if you're here and you'd like me to say good morning to you, say hello in the comments. I am so thrilled because today's letter is none other than, let me get my book out. Let me get my book out to help us. There's so much stuff over here, you guys. You have no idea what's happening. Where's my alphabet? My Curious George alphabet? That's curious because I don't know where it is. Frank Simon, good morning. The first to chime in on story time. Good morning. Great seeing you last night, sir. Today's letter is D, and I'm going to find it. And Daria coming on in next with the D. Daria. Good morning, Daria. Thank you again for everything last night. Where in the haystacks is my Curious George book with my letters? This is like our new thing that we're doing. And you know what's funny? I know it's in here. I found it because it's not Curious George. It's Clifford. I knew it was a C word. It's Clifford's ABCs. Clifford's going to help us with our ABCs. If you guys know any words that start with the letter D and you'll want to post them in the comments, I will be sure to read them. But that is exciting because that's what's going on. It's the letter D. We are practicing healthy habits. And you know what made me think of it? Is I need some water because, yeah, that's a great healthy habit. So don't forget to get up, brush your teeth, hydrate. Be grateful. Practice gratitude. That is something that completely changes your life. I'm so grateful this morning for so many things, so many people, but I'm so grateful to be here with you guys every morning, Sunday through Friday. I take Saturdays off because I'm working. Other than that, I'm here. And you can go to Donna Vee Comedy on YouTube and see all of the recordings from March 21st. There might be a few missing, but basically they're all there. Delicious. Today's hint water is pineapple. Yum-o. So, let's see who else is here. So we've got Frank Simon. We've got Daria Stevens. We've got Frank Wester. Thank you very much, Daria. And let's see what Frank has in store for the letter D today. Actually, let's find out what the letter D even looks like and what it even stands for. And then we will read the alliterative sentence, the tongue twister of all time from Frank Simon. Madeline Mulvaney, good morning. Yes, Yogi is in the back. I ask him to be up here all the time. He said no. And D is for dog. And guess what? Today, good morning, Jody Michelle. What's up? We are going to read 2 books from the same series because I picked up some more freebies and I bought some books. And guess what? Have you guys met Walter the farting dog? Because I have not, but I know it's Sunday. Sunday's a fun day. And I love to just have a little bit more fun, be a little bit more zany, a little bit more silly because I know the kids that are watching might be watching with their families and parents because it's not a school day. So I get a little silly on the off school days. And I thought Walter the farting dog would be perfect. But first we're going to start off with some Clifford's ABCs, find out what the letter D stands for, and then stretch it out. Ooh, D. Look at that. So first and foremost, dandelion. Dandelion is a flower that looks very much like a weed in our yard. See that the capital D and the lower D, uppercase and lowercase, they do not look exactly alike. It is not a situation where it's a big and a little. It's actually capital D is a straight line with a curve, and the lowercase g is a straight line with a curve facing the other way. And it looks like I don't really know. It looks like a mirror image and a little shorter version. But yeah, sometimes they're not just big and little. Remember, like C is big and little, D, not so much. So we have derby. A derby is that hat that he's wearing right there. And then we have dog. Check out that dog. Don't forget this dog, Clifford, the big red dog. And then there's also the dolphin. And then the dragon. The drum. And this, she is a ventriloquist. That's her dummy. Now, that doesn't mean what it means when you get in trouble for calling your little sister or brother that. No. This is an actual ventriloquist dummy. So that is kind of like when I take my alpha bear and I hold on to him and I try to make him talk. Kind of, sort of, not exactly the same thing, but it's not the bad word. I know, because so many people get in trouble for saying that word. Don't be a dummy. Ooh. Okay. Now that we know what the letter looks like, now that we know what words start with T, let's check out what Frank says. We ready? Good morning, Mom. Daryl Demopoulos drove directly down Durango Drive during Donna's dinner dance. My name is in it. Okay, Daryl Demopoulos drove directly down Durango Drive during Donna's dinner dance. Daryl Demopoulos drove directly down Durango Drive. Okay, too fast. Try it again. Daryl Demopoulos drove directly down Durango Drive during Donna's dinner dance. Daryl Demopoulos drove directly down Durango Drive during Donna's dinner dance. Daryl Demopoulos drove directly down Durango Drive during Donna's dinner dance. I did it, and I feel proud. You guys should try it. When I'm reading these, they're not always that easy, but they're so much fun. Good morning, Christina. My mom's here. Christina's here. We got a good gang going here. This is going to be good on this football Sunday. Speaking of gang green. Jets are playing today. Can't wait. Eagles. Yeah, we're going to see. Right after this, I got to film our video. All right, let's stretch it out. I got to stretch it out. If I have to get ready for a video with my friend Tracy Locke, I better stretch. So we should stretch together to the alphabet. 26 letters. 13th letter is the middle. Middle letter is M. Ironic, don't you think? So when we get to the letter M, we're going to switch whatever we're doing. So I'm going to start out with some seated jumping jacks. Let's go right into my arm circles. You ready? You can do it with me? That'd be awesome. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like we're at training camp. H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Whoa. That was good. I know. And don't forget, that's right. Next Thursday's game. I got to get a TV and work because I got to tell you, I can't miss these games. Not good. All right. Now, it's time to say good morning to the kids. And you know as well as I do, when we say good morning, I want everybody to be cheering for themselves and being like you're going on that football field. I want you to be pumped up because your energy will carry you throughout the day. Oh, no, you did not do something to your left knee. We're going to send you love and light, healing light during our Bartholomew time, Christina. Okay, right now, though, we are going to highlight the kids' names that start with the letter D. Do I have my letter D? Wonder if, are you kidding? Hello, Dolphin. What's up? Yeah, for the Dolphin fans out there, good luck. I don't even know who's playing who yet. All I know is I can't wait to watch football. So the letter D, uppercase, lowercase. D, Dolphin. What's up, Alpha Bear? Are you ready to do your job of reminding me when the kids' names are coming out? Uh-oh. You know what I want? Where's... Nope. What the heck? Where is it? Do you see it? There we go. I have to get my sound effects. All right. Good morning. And if your name starts with the letter D, jump up and down in your living room. Here we go. Good morning, TJ/TJ and baby Lewis. Good morning, Julian, Matthew, Nicholas, Quentin, Ella, Ari, and Luca. Good morning, Mia and Lucia, Jax, Lennon, Nina Starr, Mark McCartney, Leah and Kristen from Johnstown, PA, Holland and Austin. Good morning, Lily, Brianna, Alex, Hannah, Lorraine, Seamus, Cooper, and Tori. Liam and Harper. Did I say that already? Donna. Double down, Donna. Tiffany, Emerson, and Ollie. Colin, Lily, Hunter, Sophie, Giovanni, Gracelyn, Kaylee, Joseph, Roscoe, Scarlett, Jack, Allie, Andrew, Juliet, Regina, Madison, Lena, Sabino, Sawyer, Jane, and Liam. Byron, Layla, and Genevieve. Finn and Fletcher, Andor, Kai, and Zach. Willow, Samantha, Frankie, Vanjan Vishaka from India. What's up, India? We've got Penelope Snow and Nikki all the way up from Maine. Sufane from France. Leo, Tomas, and Alec. Tony, Ace, Ara, and Amber from the Philippines. We've got Tony, Bella, AJ, and Angelo. Fifi, Little Joe, Viviana, Bethany. Paisley, Presley, Liam, Vinny, Joseph, Maggie, Isaac, Patrick, Liliana, and Melanie from Massachusetts. Wow. Jane and Liam, Joe Jr., Caitlin, Ryan, Lucas, and Isabella. We've got Emma, Liv, and Blake, Jake and Maddie, Tabia, Max, and Luca from Germany. We have Patrick, good morning, sir. Nico, V, and Izzy, Olivia Rose, my niece, Marin Rose, my goddaughter, Molly, James Storm, Allie, and Emily, Jake, and Kaylin, and of course, the two hearts that walk outside of my body, Carly and Courtney. And I've got to tell you, did we not have one D name? Like, that's wild that I'm on like the 7th round of the alphabet and didn't know. We have no kids' names that start with the letter D. Somebody better have a baby and name it something D. Well, I'm not going to encourage that, but I would love it if there's anybody out there with children at home that you want me to shout out their name, especially if they start with D, so that next time we go around, we have something. But right now, guys, do you know what time it is? That's right. It is vitamin time. It's vitamin time. I'm so pumped because I could use some vitamins. I need some energy. It's football Sunday. Are we ready? What is happening, Donna, today? My book is here, but now I can't find my vitamins. I'm having really a difficult day. It's kind of crazy. Where? And they're probably right in front of me. I put them back in the... They're right. They're right in front of me. My vitamins, I take 2 every day. It's part of our healthy habits and our routines because that's a great way to start your day. Brushing your teeth, getting up, washing your face, getting some water into your body. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. And taking your vitamins. There are 2 vitamins in my hand because that is the recommended daily dosage. And I don't know what they are. They could be 2 the same. They could be 2 different. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's a mystery to me. But I will say this. I use my beautiful little yellow book, A Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley, to hide my face when I chew them because I do not believe with talking with my mouth full or chewing with my mouth open. And today, Christina J. Kynes, would you help me pick out a number from 7 to 158, please? Because I would love it if you could help me out so I don't have to pick a page at random. Now, I'm about to reveal what's in my hand. Oh, it's a 2 of the same day. And they're the dark purple berry vitamin. You know what this means? Possibly less faces. But I just brushed my teeth like right before I walked in the room, and the mint is still there. So this might be a little bit crazy. But I am ready. Are you ready to check it out? I am. I cannot wait to see what page she picks. 42. She picked page 42, you guys. Here we go. That was sour. Because no matter how you slice it, when you brush your teeth, it's going to happen. Okay. 42. Are you guys ready? Let's see what the message is for this morning. For those of you just tuning in for the first time, this book is filled with nuggets of truth that we share with the kids and the adults watching because it's a family show. That's the one. Okay. 42. Here we go. I'm going to get my reading glasses out for this because that's where I'm at right now. Wow, it does really make such a difference. Like when I go like this, I can see it, but wow. Your words are your thoughts that will become things the soonest. Let them be of what you like and love, what you care about and cherish, what serves you and makes you happy. What gives you wings and makes your heart sing. What makes you dream and very little else. Amazing. A focus on undesirable circumstances will usually extend and multiply those circumstances. When you talk about what is or what was, even if just explaining to a friendly ear, you risk projecting more of the same into your future. When you truly understand how life works, you'll rarely, if ever, say things like, it's hard, it's not working, or something's wrong with me. Nope. Instead, you'll start saying things like, I'll find the time for that. Good thing I'm rich. Or, I can't take a bad picture. So basically, what it's saying is manifesting. You guys are in charge of manifesting everything that happens. I know sometimes it's hard to believe, but it's true. Whatever you speak goes into existence. So be positive with your words. Be kind. Be thoughtful. Be mindful. Q. God bless me. Holy moly. Wait. Okay. Wow. That one might make me have to stretch again. Oh, Yogi, it's just allergies. Okay? It's just allergies. Okay, wait. That one didn't come out. I don't know where that one went. It went back in the head. Okay, so are you guys ready? Because you know what time it is now? It's time to get Bartholomew and wish everybody well. Oh my goodness, I feel like there's a sneeze that's like right up in here. Oh, and you know what else time it is? Spilling my water. It's time. Thank you. Thank you, Frank. It's time to say happy birthday to somebody really special. It is time for me to say happy birthday to my cousin Debbie, who lives in Texas on the letter D day. Debbie, she lives in, keep your jokes to yourself, parents, Dallas. And I am so excited. And I hope and pray that you have a great day because I miss you so much. I really need to get out to Texas, when things, get a little bit better. But I will tell you right now, I do miss you so much, cousin. I don't even know if you're watching, but if you are, happy birthday. And if you're not, I will message you that I was shouting you out for your birthday. I just want to let you know that. I'm really excited. It's 3 hours behind. So right now, you're probably sleeping because it's only 7:20. But it is your birthday, and I love you, and I miss you, and I hope you and the family are doing well out there in Dallas. Debbie, Debbie, Debbie. Okay. Let's get Bartholomew. We have to wish Christina some good, healthy healing. And I want to say some thank yous to some friends. Look at the gang over there. How cute are they? Bartholomew. Hello. Ow. I'm a little ditzy. And I'm a little clumsy sometimes. Totes my goats kid friendly today. Now, this is Bartholomew. He just took a bow. Oh, you're so cute. And he is my social distancing buddy. I have been hanging out with Bartholomew since the beginning of quarantine. And we are just the best of besties. I love you so much. We give hugs to each other, and then we share it with you guys. Now, Bartholomew and I do a little thing every morning about teaching kids and adults how we like to send love and light out into the universe and to each and every other one of you, and how you can send it right back to us. Because what we do is we put somebody in our head and in our heart and our whole being, and then we send a beam of light from our heart chakras out to each other, right? So we are going to send love and light and peace and laughter out to all of our friends watching today. We're going to send it out to my mom and Vinny, whose birthday is tomorrow, and Frank Simon and Frank Westner and Daria, Christina, everybody watching at home, everybody that was at my first comedy show last night over in Bloomfield. I want to say thank you because you guys are rock stars for being out last night. Thank you so much to Rami from the Town Pub. Anybody that needs a fun, good meal, great atmosphere, clean, go over to the Town Pub, have yourselves a meal, great pizza. I don't eat the wings, but I hear they're really awesome. Just do it. But for right now, let's get the rest of the gang and let's do this together, okay? So when you send love and light out, sometimes it's a little hard for people to imagine how that works. Well, have you ever made a wish upon a star and you really felt connected to that star and the star was like way up there, right? Or you blew out candles on a birthday cake and you made a wish and you were like, oh yeah, this is going to come true. Or at 11:11. Well, did you know that you could wish well for other people just by putting them right here in your head, in your mind, and then you could travel them down to your heart? And then right from here, from your heart chakra, you could send a beam of light that is like sending this really amazing, energetic wish out into the universe just for other people. And some people can do it right back to you. And it's pretty amazing. And I think that we could show you how to make it easier. Like, for instance, there's this guy that we know. He's called Elephant. Elephant never forgets. So if you forget that you have somebody out there that you thought of last week, you're like, I'm going to send them love and light and well wishes. And then today you're like, who was that? Elephant never forgets. Then we have Dragonfly. Dragonfly is like our earth angel. And our earth angel, who has wings, helps to send love and light from here to beyond. Piggy's loyalty. Piggy's so sweet and cute. And Piggy knows what it's like to be a long-time loyal friend. Lammy is great for hugs. Because hugs are good for everybody. But sometimes you can't physically hug people right now. So you can send a mental hug. Yeah. And then Music Bear. Music Bear is amazing because music can just change your whole day. So send a song out to somebody that you love. And you know what? Let them know why you're sending it. Maybe I'm going to send a song to my cousin Debbie because I know that she loves a song by Michael Jackson. Today's her birthday. I'll send her a text. And in the text, I'll send her a link to a song. And it'll make her happy because she'll remember the last time we danced to that song. Cecilia will heal you. We're going to send healing light out to Christina because she did something to her knee. And this is my little focus buddy for healing because my Aunt Cecilia gave me this little unicorn. And then when she had COVID, I used to use it every day while she was sick to wish her love, light, and health and happiness. And guess what? She's doing great now. Then Cheeky Monkey. Cheeky Monkey is here for when you're feeling sad and blue, because you can send him all of your sadness. He'll return gladness. And it's amazing. He doesn't mind because he likes to be blue. So it just makes the color of his hair, his fur, even bluer. And then last but not least, Make-A-Wish Unicorn. This guy's newer to our posse, to our pod. But you know what? This is the representative of what it's like to make a wish. You could send it from your head, your heart, and your heart chakra. Now, are you guys ready to do so? I am. So we're going to breathe in some deep breaths. Think of the people that you love. And on the count of 3, from our head, our heart, and our whole being, we're going to send love out into the universe. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That was awesome. Did you guys feel that? I did. So thank you for sending it back to me, because that was amazing. And I loved the fact that we just exchange energy. And we come here every morning and do this. And I'm telling you, it makes my day that much brighter. And it makes my manifesting that much faster. So thank you. Now, I cannot wait, because we are going to read some stories. And you know what? I'm really excited, because I'll tell you what, these books are going to be fun. I've got 3 books today. We have D in the title, because today is a letter D. D is for Donna. D is for Daria. D is for do it. I don't really know what to say right now, but I'm really excited. So let's go in with our breathing so we can focus. Ground your feet on the floor if you can. Breathe in. We're going to do this 4 times. Our I am statements, only positive thoughts, no negative, okay? Here we go. I am delightful. I am daring. I am dramatic sometimes. I am dreaming. You guys, I'm so excited to be here, and I'm really ready for these books. Are you ready? I wonder if I'm not sure if my Down the Shore fam is watching. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay. These are gonna be good. So first and foremost, we're gonna start out with Mr. Daydream, because it's football Sunday, and a girl could daydream that her team's gonna win, right? Yeah, I know, the Jets. But my daughter Carly is a Colts fan, and she's wearing her Colts jersey for me, sweatshirt for me just today, because she knows I miss watching football with my kids. Okay, Mr. Daydream by Roger Hargraves. This is a story about Mr. Daydream. You know what he looks like, don't you? Because you've seen his picture on the front of this book. It's also a story about a little boy named Jack. And you don't know what he looks like yet. So here's a picture of him. Excuse me. Now, Jack was a very good little boy. He always ate up all his lunch, and he always went to bed when he was told. He always said please and thank you. But Jack was a daydreamer. Whenever he was supposed to be thinking about something, he found himself thinking about something else. Daydreaming. One day, Jack was at school. He was sitting at his desk listening to the teacher talking about history. It was a very warm day, and Jack was glad he was sitting at the back of the classroom next to the open window. Suddenly, out of the corner of his eye, Jack saw something outside the window on the grass in front of the school. Something blue. It was a small, cloud-shaped figure. Hi. The figure looked at Jack, looking at him, smiled and waved. Jack looked at his teacher, who was still talking. Then Jack got up quietly, ever so quietly, and slipped out the open window. Boys and girls, don't do that. Don't go out the window of the school. He crossed the grass to the strange-looking cloud-shaped figure. Huh. Hello, he said. Who are you? I'm Mr. Daydream, said the figure. What's your name? Jack, said Jack. I'm going off on an adventure, said Mr. Daydream. Would you like to come with me? He said to Jack. Oh, yes, replied Jack. Well, well, then, said Mr. Daydream. And putting 2 fingers in his mouth, he let out the loudest whistle Jack had ever heard in his whole life. I don't even need to use my finger. A huge bird swooped down out of the sky and landed beside Jack and Mr. Daydream. Climb on, said Mr. Daydream to Jack, and climbed onto the bird's back. Wow. Jack climbed on too. It was a really enormous bird, and there was plenty of room for both of them. Hold on, said Mr. Daydream, and Jack held on tight. The huge bird flapped its huge wings, and suddenly they were high up in the air. They flew faster and faster over the countryside. They flew over fields and farms and towns and hills and trees and valleys until they were far, far away from Jack's school. It was very exciting. Mr. Daydream turned to Jack. How would you like to go to Africa? He shouted. They were traveling so fast now, Jack just nodded his head and held on even tighter. And they flew across the sea. Suddenly it seemed in no time at all, there below them was Africa. The bird landed in a jungle clearing, and Jack and Mr. Daydream climbed off the bird's back, and it was very hot. Come on, said Mr. Daydream to Jack. Let's go and explore. So they set off, pushing their way through the jungle. Suddenly, in the middle of the clearing, they saw an elephant. Hello, Mr. Daydream, trumpeted the elephant down its trunk. I can't do it. My elephant is broken. Would you like a lift? Good morning, Sahil. Yes, please, replied Mr. Daydream, and the elephant reached out his trunk and picked him up. And then put him on his back. Then he reached his trunk out again, picked up Jack, and put him on his back. It was very high. The elephant carried them through the jungle until they came to a river. Then he set them down on the ground and he said, goodbye, and went off back into the jungle. How are we going to cross the river? Jack asked Mr. Daydream. Perhaps I can be of assistance, wheezed a voice coming from the river. Oh, I don't know about that, guys. They looked and there was a crocodile. Use my back as a bridge, suggested the crocodile. It was very helpful. I would be so scared. What if he ate them? They were halfway across the river on the crocodile's back when the crocodile grinned a rather nasty grin, all teeth, no smile. Then flicking his enormous tail and shooting Jack and Mr. Daydream up in the air, the crocodile opened his horribly large mouth and waited. It was very frightening. Oh dear, gasped Jack as he looked down at that enormous mouthful of teeth. Oh dear! Oh, help! Mr. Daydream, upside down beside him, put 2 fingers in his mouth and let out the very loud whistle of his. Suddenly, just as the crocodile's mouth was about to go snap, the bird swooped down out of the sky, and Mr. Daydream and Jack landed right on the bird's back. Phew, Jack said. Bother, said the crocodile. Good morning, Christine! Hi, Christine. Hi, Al. Well, I promised you an adventure, didn't I? Grinned Mr. Daydream. You certainly did, said Jack. And now, said Mr. Daydream, I think we'll go to Australia. And they did. And Jack learned to throw a boomerang so that it always came back to him. Pretty cool. Oh, and now, said Mr. Daydream, I think we'll go to the North Pole. And they did. And Mr. Daydream fell in a snowdrift right up to his middle. And now, said Mr. Daydream, I think we'll go to the Wild West. And they did. And Mr. Daydream found a huge 10-gallon cowboy hat. So apparently, he's only like a 5-gallon cloud. It's a small daydream. The trouble was, when he put it on, he couldn't see out. Jack! He called from underneath the hat. Jack! Never let go, Jack! Jack! Suddenly, Jack realized that it wasn't Mr. Daydream saying his name. It was his teacher. Jack wasn't in the Wild West. He was sitting at his school desk. He was sitting at the school desk, daydreaming. Jack, said the teacher, you've been daydreaming. It was true. He had. But you know something? Daydreaming is more fun than history. Mr. Daydream. It's a good thing I read this on a Sunday and not a school day. Because I don't know. Mr. Daydream. D is the letter of today. D. Okay, guys. Are you ready? Because I've got back-to-back books about a funny subject. And I'm really excited because they're called Walter the Farting Dog. Good morning, Danielle. Danielle starts with D. We said good morning to Madison this morning. Okay. I've got 2 Walter the Farting Dog books. It is Sunday. It's Sunday Fun Day. Why not have a little fun and at the same time read 2 books from a series that start with the letter D? Okay. Here we go. Let's start with Walter the Farting Dog, Trouble at the Yard Sale. I've never read this book before, so I have no idea what to expect, and I hope it is. See, it is. It's a children's book, so I'm just saying. Here we go. Daryl Wright. He said, "Oh, farting." I knew this would totally appeal to some other people in my audience. For everyone who's ever felt misjudged or misunderstood. Here we go. Detectable. Oh, detectable is a D word. Yes. All the other tables at the big yard sale were crowded with customers. "We haven't sold a thing," said Father. "Nobody even comes near us." Walter farted. He was happy to be here, even if nobody bought anything. Betty and Billy were bored. "Can we go get some ice cream?" "Get one for me," said Father. Betty said, "We'll get one for you too, Walter." And Walter farted happily. "Oh my gosh. I'll mark everything down to a nickel," said Father to Walter, but still nobody came near their table. "I wonder why?" asked Walter, farting thoughtfully. Finally, a man came over to my father's table. "How's business?" "Terrible," said Father, and Walter farted. "Interesting dog," said the man. Look at this guy. He's right in the direct line of the fart. "Interesting dog," said the man. "Is he for sale?" Father looked slowly around to see if Betty and Billy were near. $10, said Father. Walter looked at his father. "But I'm the family dog. I'm your friend. Leash included," said Father. "What?" When Betty and Billy returned, Father was counting the money that the man had given him. "Where's Walter?" they asked. Father looked around. "Oh, he must have wandered off." Father ate his ice cream, and then he ate Walter's. That is kind of messed up. Betty and Billy ran through the neighborhood calling, "Walter, where are you?" Walter was fastened to a fart catcher. "You're going to blow up this balloon," said his new owner. "Get busy." He was fastened to a fart catcher. Walter felt awful. "Betty, Billy, where are you?" He couldn't move. And all he could do was fart. The balloon was inflated. Now another one. Walter farted, the second balloon inflated. "You got 15 minutes more to go. Eat your beans." "Oh, I don't know about this." The guy's feeding Walter beans. What kind of book did I choose? While Walter tooted, the man got dressed in a clown suit. "It's for a children's party," said the clown. "Well, at least it's for children," thought Walter, and farted. Another balloon inflated. "Walter," cried Betty and Billy, "we miss you." Walter missed them too, but all he could do was eat beans and blow up balloons. "It's for a good cause," said the clown. I don't know if I believe him. When all the balloons were inflated, he gathered them up. "Don't leave me," barked Walter. But he was stuck in the fart catcher, and the clown was gone. Oh man, it's definitely a stinky book, Daryl. Downtown, a security guard was surprised to see Clown enter the bank carrying a big bunch of balloons. "Going to make a deposit?" asked the guard, smiling. "Deposit this," The clown handed the guard a balloon. "Thanks," said the guard. "You're welcome," said the clown, and stuck a pin in the balloon. Oh my goodness, I think I see what's about to happen. Oh my goodness gracious. The balloon popped. A rush of gas hit the guard, and he sank to the floor. The clown laughed behind his big red nose. It was a secret gas mask. He turned to some nearby customers and popped another balloon. The customers sank to the floor. Oh, yeah. Toot toot, beep beep. Toot toot, beep beep is right. "Give me the money," the clown yelled, waving his bunch of balloons, "or I'll pop every one of them." "Give him what he wants," choked the bank manager, tears streaming down his face. The clown grabbed the sack of money and backed out the door. He jumped into his funmobile and made his escape. Oh my God, there's bills everywhere. Walter was finishing the last of the beans when the door flew open and the clown came in. He dropped the sack of money on the floor and turned on the TV. "Today," said the announcer, "a bank robber dressed as a clown used an unknown gas to get away with a fortune." "Nice work, partner," said the clown to Walter. With a sinking feeling, Walter realized he'd been farting his heart out for crime. Not for a children's party. Not for a good cause. The clown lit a $50 cigar. "You'll have the best beans money could buy." He opened a fresh bag of balloons and attached them to the fart catcher. "Get busy, fart face. I'm robbing another bank tomorrow." Oh no. This is not good. Not good at all. Man. There's a spider on this clown's butt. Disgusting. Oh man. The clown reached up to adjust the first balloon. "I smell a leak," he said. The glowing end of his cigar met the stream of the escaping gas. The fart catcher exploded. Walter was launched across the room. The clown was blown right through the TV screen. Walter snatched up the sack of money. With his tail still smoking, he ran for home. $100 bills fluttered behind him. What's going to happen next? "He's back!" cried Betty and Billy, opening the door. "We're rich!" cried Father, clutching fistfuls of money. "You're under arrest," said a policeman. He had followed the trail of bills across town. Walter tugged the policeman's sleeve. "He wants you to follow him," said Mother. It's an interesting looking family. Walter led the police back to the clown's hideout. The clown was trying to pull himself out of the TV set when they snapped on the handcuffs. "Good dog," said Father. "Great dog," said the policeman. "Careful with those balloons," said the other policeman. Did it in the wrong voice, but that's okay. Oh, look at that, Walter. They threw a big party for Walter. "We all feel safer with Walter among us," said the bank manager. "He's a true hero for our time," said the mayor. The crowd cheered and Walter farted. No one could be more proud than we are, said Father. Proud to call Walter our very own. Wait a minute, though. Father was giving him away for $10. Cool stuff. Cheap. They just love his farts. That's Walter the Farting Dog, Trouble at the Yard Sale. I gotta say, I've never read a Walter the Farting Dog book before, and I'm about to read my second. You guys ready? I hope you have your air freshener. Walter the Farting Dog, banned from the beach just in time for the end of summer. Here we go, guys. He's pumping his iron with his doggy bones. He's getting his pump on the beach. Mr. and Mrs. Crab were having a ton of fun. There was sand and sea and sunshine every day. There was swimming and snorkeling and parasailing and lots of staff to boss around. You're welcome, Daryl. You there, called Mrs. Crab to the pool attendant. Get that leaf out of the water and bring us some fresh towels, said Mr. Crab. Make it snappy. If only that dog weren't ruining my view, said Mrs. Crab. You're silly, Christine. Nope, the book doesn't stink, but a scratch and sniff would have been perfect. Look at this guy. Look at this guy getting his pump on. Interesting group. Interesting group. The dog was Walter, digging happily in the sand. You never know where an old bone might be hiding. He detected something under the sand, and he dug more frantically. Treasure! A bone! Oh, and it's a big one. He strained to tug it free and let out an enormous fart. Do I have my fart machine? Let's see. Frank said his Aussie's always farting, clears the room always. Okay. The umbrella that was shading Mr. and Mrs. Crab was blown into the sea. They watched aghast as it was carried away by the undertow. At that moment, Father and Mother arrived with Betty and Billy, and Mr. Crab stomped over to Father. Is this your dog? Yes, admitted Father. That's our Walter. He shouldn't be allowed on the beach, shouted Mr. Crab. He blew away our umbrella. It couldn't have been my Walter. It was probably the sea breeze. Sea breeze doesn't smell like that, said Mrs. Crab. Check them out. They are hilarious. That is some good stuff. That evening, Mother said, wouldn't it be wonderful if we had our own little vacation home right on the beach? We can't afford it, said Father, who just bought himself a new set of golf gloves. Walter eats us out of his house and home, and Walter farted guilty. There was a knock at the door. It was the manager of the resort. We've been getting complaints about that dog of yours. We can't allow him on the beach. I didn't see any rule against dogs in your brochure, said Father. It's a new rule, and it starts today. Huh. The manager stomped off. Sorry, Walter, said Father. You're banned from the beach. And Walter farted sadly. Yeah. Never mind, Walter, said Billy. Let's go for a walk in the village. Just stay away from the beach, warned Mother. Exactly. What's up, Al? unless you live in Elizabeth City, because it smells like farts there. In the quaint little village, lights twinkled in the streets. Everyone was enjoying the gentle breeze and the sweet smells of the tropical night. Walter was enjoying himself too. Travel broadens a dog's mind, he thought, farting philosophically. The crabs were sitting nearby at a sidewalk cafe, complaining about their key lime pie. She's not nice. No, not nice at all. Mrs. Crab counted the problems on her fingers. It's not big enough. It's not green enough. It's not sweet enough. She's got issues. Or maybe it's too sweet, said Mr. Crab, smacking his lips. A pelican flapped its wings at Walter, and Walter farted in the alarm. The power of Walter's fart blew the meringue off the crab's pie. It landed in his face and made an awful, awful mess. The crabs glared at Walter. That dog is ruining our vacation. Walter must live in Carteret. It always smells bad there. The next morning, Father got a phone call from the chief of police. I've had serious complaints about your dog, said the chief. I'm afraid we can't allow him in our streets. Father hung up. He said, sorry, Walter. You're banned from the village. But where can Walter go now? Asked Billy. He's grounded, said Father. He stays inside. That's not a very nice vacation for Walter, said Betty. Walter farted. Oh, that's not it. When everyone went out to have fun, Walter stayed inside with his nose pressed against a window. Poor Walter. That's sad. Uh-oh. Well, thought Walter, I'll just have to make the best of it. And he sniffed around for something to eat and found a sack full of strange-looking tropical fruit. The label said, cook thoroughly. Do not eat raw. Since Walter couldn't read, he ate it anyway. Then he went to snooze in the sunshine pouring through the window. Uh-oh. He ate all that stuff. Oh boy. Betty and Billy were building a sandcastle on the beach. Look, said Betty, pointing out to the sea. How did that island get out there? It wasn't there before. It must have been underwater, said Billy. Now that the tide is out, we can get there. Let's go. They waded out through the shallow water to explore the mysterious island. It's a sandbar. This is the sort of place where you find buried treasure, said Billy, beginning to dig. Suddenly, something shiny glittered in the sunlight. I knew it, yelled Billy, holding up a nickel. We're rich. I knew it. We're rich, said Betty. Mr. Crab sat up under his new beach umbrella. Those nasty children seemed to have found something. The crabs waded out to the little island. Let me help you, said Mr. Crab, pushing Billy aside. Mr. Crab found a rusty old key and waved it triumphantly. I have a feeling that this will unlock something very important, he said. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, he dug up a door, and the key fit perfectly. Maybe we'll find a whole vacation house. What? Though they dug for hours, they didn't find anything else, and they didn't notice that their island was shrinking. The tide was rising fast, and the waves began to lap at their feet. Betty looked up and gasped, how did the beach get so far away? It's the tide, cried Billy. We're marooned. Out of my way, shouted Mr. Crab, and leaped into the water. Mrs. Crab dove in after him, following by Betty and Billy. They swam as hard as they could, but the undertow was too strong. The current swirled them around, around, and around, and dumped them back on their shrinking little island. Our only hope is to build a raft, said Mr. Crab. Uh-oh. They obviously stink. There's always flies around them. They're yucky. Walter woke up from his nap with a bad feeling. Betty and Billy must be in trouble. Walter's stomach was rumbling like a volcano from the tropical fruit that should have been thoroughly cooked. But he ignored it and raced to the screen door. Locked. Ooh, he stepped back and charged, bursting through the door and screen, leaving a Walter-shaped hole in the door. Walter ran to the beach and saw 4 figures in the distance with the water rising around them. Mr. and Mrs. Crab were launching their raft. Billy was trying to help Betty, and all Walter could see of Betty was her little head above the surface, her arms waving frantically. Walter plunged into the surf, shooting pains twisted around him, and flung him back to the beach. Was it a cramp from swimming too soon after eating? No. It was the tropical fruit that should have been thoroughly cooked. Walter, save us, cried Billy. Uh-oh. Walter had a tummy ache. But there's a dragonfly. Walter struggled to rise, but the gases produced by the tropical fruit that should have been thoroughly cooked chose this moment to erupt with a terrible force. The tropical fruit fart produced a boom that was heard along the coast for miles. Coconuts blew off trees, and the crabs, clutching their new umbrella, were blown all the way to the Sandwich Islands. The waves parted around this little island where Betty and Billy were stranded. Layer upon layer and shells were pushed, layer upon layer of sand and shells were pushed aside, leaving a pathway across the ocean floor. Betty and Billy ran toward shore. Halfway there, Billy tripped on something jutting from the ocean. Walter raced out to help him. It's a treasure chest, cried Billy. Bones, thought Walter, and grabbed a handle in his teeth. He dragged the chest to the beach. Betty and Billy pried it open. Walter was disappointed to see that it only contained jewels and gold. Whoa! It's a pirate's treasure chest. With the money from the treasure, Mother and Father bought the vacation home of their dreams. There was sunshine every day. There was golf and snorkeling and parasailing on the gentle sea breezes. Experts say it was the most important treasure uncovered in a century, but Betty and Billy disagreed. Walter, they said, you're the greatest treasure to all of us. Ha 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 ha. And look at the new wait staff. Crab Snack Shack. Snack Shack. Well, that was a farterific book. Farterific, terrific, farterific. That was a fantastic farting book. Are you ready to breathe our way out? Ground your feet, kids. It's football Sunday. I got to go film a video to try to help the Jets and the Eagles win with my girl Tracy Locke. It'll be out there in a little while because I got to film it, and then I got to edit it, and then I got to watch some football. Are you guys ready? Happy Sunday. So excited to be here. Yep. Fruit, fruit, the magical treat. The more you eat, the more you toot. Yeah. Beans, beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat your beans at every meal. That's right. You have a delicious day, Donna. I love you guys so much. I miss you. And I will talk to you soon. I'll be back tomorrow morning with the letter E on Monday, 10 to 11. Let's get it going. Happy birthday to my cousin Debbie out in Dallas. And let's breathe our way out to winning football. I am excited. I am peaceful. I am happy. I am love. Put your right hand on your left shoulder, your left hand on your right. Give yourself a squeeze from me. Hug yourself so tight. And know that I love you. And I appreciate everyone here every morning from 10 to 11. For more stuff, check out Donna Vee Comedy on YouTube. And I will talk to you guys soon. Love you. See you in the morning. Bye.